I could have my Gucci on. I go wear my Louis Vuitton.
Hai guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This time I will complete the assignment given by Miss Puspa Fortuna Zulfa MPD as a lecturer at the University of Bina Sarana Informatik and Discord. And I am Asma Bahmorani with name 19241781. Will deliver a video related to the discussion of my opinion about smoking in the campus area. Many campuses have set smoking bans to create a healthier and more comfortable environment for the learning process. These policies can also help reduce the number of smokers and get used to healthy living. However, a lot of people continue to smoke in the campus area regardless of the regulation of the campus. Adhere securely of overly. This shows that the person is not disciplined and lacks respect as a student, or lecture the violation reflect apathy toward the consequence that might be caused by both oneself and other. It can create an unhealthy and uncomfortable environment for students or other lecturers who do not smoke. There is indeed an argument that states that individuals have the right to smoke, but if they cause to do so, the important thing is not to harm others, especially for health. So students or lecturers who want to smoke should know the situation and condition, and obey the regulations set by the campus not to smoke discriminately or in the campus area, because smoking in the campus area can pollute the environment either through cigarette butt waste that is through cigarettes or through cigarette smoke that can pollute the campus area. It is important for the campus to enforce the prohibition of smoking in the campus area strictly by providing punishment or warning for violators, without reducing their individualist right by providing a special public area for smokers. However, the anti-snoring policy can also be applied in the campus environment to reduce the population of diseases caused by cigarette addiction and can create awareness about the dangers of smoking to active smokers. Let's continue to remember that smoking in the campus area does not only have an impact on individual health, but also has an impact on the environment and comfort together. By reducing or avoiding smoking, we support and create a healthy and productive environment. Let's together create a campus that is free from cigarette smoke for the good of all of us. Okay. That's my opinion about smoking in the campus area. That's all the video for me. If there is a mistake, please forgive me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Asma Bahmorani with name 19241781. Okay, here I will explain the simple present tense, which includes definition, function, characteristic, formulas, and example. What is a simple present tense? Understanding simple present tense is a form of sentence used to express facts, habits, or events that are routinely carried or repeatedly. Jadi, simple present tense adalah suatu bentuk kalimat yang digunakan untuk mengungkapkan fakta, kebiasaan, atau peristiwa rutin yang dilakukan secara berulang-ulang. The simple present tense is used when someone is going to express an event or general fact that occurred. Jadi, simple present tense ini digunakan ketika seseorang hendak mengungkapkan suatu peristiwa atau fakta umum yang akan terjadi. Simple present tense function. Number 1. Explain real facts. The truth is absolute and common all around. This truth is unquestionable and present concrete information. Jadi nomor 1 itu menjelaskan fakta sebenarnya. Kebenarannya itu biasanya bersifat mutlak atau umum, dan kebenaran tersebut tidak perlu ditanyakan lagi. Number 2, describe repetitive activities. The use of present tense synthesis also serves to indicate activities that occur repeatedly in daily life. Jadi nomor 2 itu mendeskripsikan aktivitas yang berulang-ulang. Number 3, expressing empathy and feeling. Using the simple present tense can convey feelings such as feeling of sadness, disappointment, anger, or happiness. Jadi nomor 3 ini mengekspresikan kekosongan dan perasaan. Penggunaan simple present tense ini dapat menyampaikan perasaan seperti perasaan sedih, perasaan kecewa, marah, ataupun perasaan bahagia. Number 4, command or instruction. Simple present tense is used to express instruction or command. Therefore, on food packaging, instruction on how to cook it use the present tense synthesis. Jadi nomor 4 ini perintah atau instruksi. Simple present tense ini biasanya digunakan untuk menyatakan sebuah instruksi atau perintah. Number 5, explaining event that will happen in the near future. In the present tense, its function also explain event or activities that are scheduled to occur in the near future. Jadi nomor 5 ini menjelaskan kejadian tentang apa yang akan terjadi dalam waktu dekat. Characteristic of the simple present tense. Number 1, using a verb from the third person. In this synthesis, it ends with the letter S, ES, or IES. Jadi nomor 1 itu menggunakan kata kerja orang ketiga. Dalam kalimat ini biasanya diakhiri dengan huruf S, ES, atau IES. Characteristic number 2, if there is a question sentence in the form of a verbal sentence, then the word do or does must be added, then a subject must be added. When will, non-verbal synthesis begin with to be, I am, are, or is. Jadi nomor 2 ini, jika ada kalimat tanya berbentuk kalimat verbal, maka harus ditambah kata do atau does. Kemudian harus ditambah subjek. Sedangkan kalimat non-verbal biasanya diawali dengan kalimat to be seperti I am, are, atau is. Characteristic number 3, in simple present tense synthesis with negative form, you need to add the word do not or does not, doesn't, if there is a verb that ends in S or ES or IES, it must be omitted. Jadi nomor 3 ini, dalam kalimat simple present tense berbentuk negatif, perlu ditambah kata jangan atau tidak. Kalau ada kata kerja yang berakhiran S atau ES ataupun IES, itu harus dihilangkan. Characteristic number 4, use of time adverbs that indicate routine. Jadi nomor 4 itu menggunakan kata keterangan waktu yang bersifat rutinitas. Characteristic number 5, use of adjective and noun without change. Penggunaan kata sifat dan benda tanpa perubahan. Number 6, general statement of fact or general truth. Okay, next, simple present tense formula using verbal pattern. Point A, positive synthesis. Rumusnya adalah subject plus verb 1 plus object. Example, I study hard every day. Saya belajar setiap hari. Jadi I itu sebagai subject, study hard itu sebagai verb 1, sedangkan everyday itu sebagai object. I go to campus by motorbike. I sebagai subject, go to campus sebagai verb 1, by motorbike itu sebagai object. Point B, negative synthesis. Di sini rumusnya ada subject plus do or does plus not plus verb 1 plus object. Example, I don't study hard every day. I don't go to campus using a motorbike. Di sini I-nya itu sebagai subjek dan di sini menggunakan kata do serta plus not, don't. Study hard sebagai verb 1, sedangkan everyday itu sebagai objek. Point C, interrogative synthesis. Di sini rumusnya ada penggunaan do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. Example, do you study hard every day? Do you go to campus by motorbike? Apakah kamu belajar setiap hari? Apakah kamu pergi ke kampus menggunakan sepeda motor? Jadi di sini penggunaan kata do sama subjeknya itu you, sedangkan verb 1-nya itu study hard dan objeknya itu everyday. Simple present tense formula using nominal pattern. Point A, positive synthesis. Rumusnya ada subject plus to be, biasanya I am, is, are, plus object. Example, they are studied. He is a doctor. Apakah mereka siswa? Apakah mereka seorang dokter? Jadi di sini subjeknya itu they. To be-nya itu menggunakan are, sedangkan objeknya itu student. Yang kedua, subjeknya itu he. To be-nya itu menggunakan is, sedangkan objeknya itu doctor. Poin B, negatif sintesis. Di sini rumusnya ada subjek plus to be, penggunaan I am, or is, or are, plus not, plus object. Example, they are not student, he is not a doctor. Yang pertama, subjeknya itu menggunakan they, to be-nya itu menggunakan are, plus not, subjeknya itu student. Yang kedua, subjeknya itu menggunakan he, sedangkan to be-nya menggunakan is, plus not, sedangkan objeknya itu doctor. Poin C, negatif sintesis. Di sini rumusnya ada penggunaan to be atau kata I am, or is, or are, plus subject plus object. Example, are they student? Is he a doctor? Di sini yang pertama, to be-nya itu menggunakan are, sedangkan subjeknya itu menggunakan they, objeknya itu student. Yang kedua itu to be-nya menggunakan is, sedangkan subjeknya menggunakan he, objeknya itu a doctor. Okay, that's a note of my explanation regarding the use of simple present tense. If there are any mistake, please forget me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.